Hello, inheritors and instigators. My name is TBSkyn, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. I know it doesn't look like Final Fantasy XVI, but I promise you it is. It's because I paused in the middle of a cutscene to cut an episode, because it seemed like a good break point. But we have become Cid after killing Cid and stealing his power. Well, seeing him die and taking his powers anyway. We are now become Cid. And we've got Titan after us, just doing all kinds of torture and murder to get to us. Because someone convinced him that we're the reason his beloved Benedicta is dead. So that's bad for us. Let's see what's about to happen, because Clive has decided to walk into a trap.
We don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
Sup?
It's going to be all right.
Oh, it definitely isn't.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him.
The outlaw. Sid's here.
Should we?
Come on. Go. Summon the others.
Do you want to stop him, Jill? No? Okay.
Safe.
Okay, what are my powers now? The power of thunder. Climb has claimed a portion of the icon Ramuh's essence. Attuning with Ramuh not only changes the elemental aspect of his magic spells, blah blah blah. Same thing as before. Iconic feat can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning up to 9 targets determined by locking onto them. The lightning will remain affixed to the target and peak in Nightwester.
Sid dies here.
Well, it's a shot lock. How very Kingdom Hearts. It's chain lightning too. Nice. Nice. Okay, let me... I do want to look at his abilities proper. I can't. Okay.
How many are there?
A lot, probably.
Titan sends his regards.
Titan can get fucked.
Over here. Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
Oh, hello.
They brought a pet.
It's a curl. I'm pretty sure.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Oh, it's a War Panther. Aw. I was hoping for curl.
Get him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, they weren't ready yet. Whoa. I'm trying to dodge here, but doesn't seem to be working that well. With 3 icons, I now have enough abilities to do some shit. It changes the combat system genuinely kind of a lot. Oh, right. It wasn't ready. There we go. And that gives me enough ability points to level up a thing. The lightning shard. That'll help me make a weapon.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait
Yep.
to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Return to the hideaway. I mean, it's kind of a known location, isn't it? Maybe we should have a new hideout? I don't know. Venomir in the Central Storm.
That night 5 years ago. We destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery.
I can.
Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name.
Thank you for the plot
That's
recap.
why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Ride's over, lovebirds. Home sweet home.
Ah, it is a new hideout. Cool. Ooh, that's an airship. That's definitely an airship. That's 110% an airship.
Awesome.
Let's see. Pile drive. Staff into the ground electronics. So that's the, yeah. Yep. Cool. Cool. Any other options? Not at the moment. But what else can we have then? God, there's going to be a lot of these by the end of the game. Holy shit. It's like room for 1, 2. It's like 3 there. That means 2 there and 2 there. That means 5 more. Oh, Lord. So, let's see. Let's see. Place a ball of lightning that, when struck, creates a localized. Okay. Taunt can be used to lure enemies into attacking the ball. Yeah, okay. Thunderstorm. Judgment Bolt. File drive. Let's see. Increases number of lock-ons. Okay. Oh, right. I wanted to do ignition. I wanted to upgrade ignition. But maybe I should rethink that right now. Hang on. Because... I mean, that probably has its uses, but... Seems a little too clunky for me. Maybe the first thing to do... Well, I have ability points enough to do both. So let's do this. Master that. And then upgrade ignition.
He was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Obelus.
For a dull moment.
The boatman. Hey, Charon! Did you have an assistant? There's a shop called Charon. There's this guy, who's called Obelus. Because Obels, you see, on the eyes, who's a boatman. I think I sense a theme!
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Oh, it's all a bit of a mess right now. Be nice if I could. Let's see. Presumably there's a map. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the hammer, the Charon's Toll, the Reed Stone, the Orchestrion, the Wall of Memories, huh? Where's the lore guy? Aw, did they kill him?
Hear the young dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo.
Let's see. Our terms, right. That was Sid's theme, then. And this is the new one. Okay.
Does that one have blood on it?
Is it business or pleasure?
Ooh, she's taking up a new habit. And her eye seems to be damaged. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Zid to a hero's welcome when Cook's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me you'll come what may. Sid will save us.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little canter. And thanks to you lot for fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for my wares.
The only drawback...
It's the constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still,
if it's a pain in the ear holes, the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I got myself a bargain. Let's see.
on, then.
Anything new here? Not really. At all, in fact. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Increases limit break generation when taking damage, when dealing damage. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until That's kind of nice. The Golden Testament. Increases gil earned. Well, I've already got that. Increases experience earned. Increases ability points earned in normal encounters. That's pretty... The wages of Warcraft!
Zug zug, babu!
It is said that in his 60 years as combat trainer, Rasset the Younger saw to the training of over 10,000 soldiers, focusing on efficiency over brute strength. Unfortunately, before he passed, he dictated his learnings to one of his acolytes so that future generations might partake in his wisdom. Huh. So, experience increase, ability point increase. Both quite useful. And then the Orchestrion rolls. Elixir! Oh my god. Yes, please.
It'd better all be here.
Little expensive. 80 bit. Probably good to have at some point or another. Okay, well, time to make some decisions. Automatically charging magic casts seems kind of cool. So that my magic casts are always, like, powerful. But then there's the increase ability points earned, and I think that one's probably more useful right now.
I should just not much bothered either way.
Hey, Guts!
Clive,
Guts.
You're back! You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
What do you need? You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It's a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we're in. Not there was anything new for those of us who put out the old hideaway together.
Still.
That don't mean I intend on doing it again. Things here
ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, decent anvil, and an apprentice who knows his hammer from his cock. And the furnace is alright and all, thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how to keep the coals hot enough out here in the mere without them. Not that with bloody crystals, that's for sure.
Nah.
I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout. Indeed. I wouldn't mind getting myself the Sith-themed sword. Let's see. Can't do anything to really upgrade these. Can I? No. Anything else craftable that's good? No. Okay. Ooh, fancy sword.
If you told me you'd fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman.
Yeah, bellows. What a complex invention.
The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Wow. It really does kind of drive home how technologically illiterate they are. Off limits, that means you. Like how much technological advancement has been forestalled by...
I can't eat another bite.
By the reliance on magic and slave labor, for that matter, because they're the same thing.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tower.
Because, like, a bellows is not a very complicated invention. But just because they had magic, they just never felt the need. Oh, I only have the one thing. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid, this crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of the promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. And that's the thing, that's the other thing, like, if so much of what these people need the bearers to do for them could just kind of be replaced with really simple machinery.
Clive, is everything all right?
Like, they don't have wells, right? Like, we've been to all the villages. They don't have wells. They have little, like, troughs with crystals hanging above them that just drip water into them constantly, instead of digging a fucking well for some groundwater, right? Which, again, some of the most simple technology that exists.
If you're wondering what this new board is behind me, are you? All in good time, my fearless friend. All in good time.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off.
Oh, I want to see Gav.
Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Ma'am?
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that
Ninetails,
only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
What?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm?
Oh,
To
that kind of
absolutely
lesson.
no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Painfully.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Of course it is. The Invincible, huh? There's a classic. I thought it would be the High Wind, what with Sid and everything, but okay. Let's see. Sins of Demechus, an illustrated history of the twins, Tales of the Founder, Mort d'Olivier. Hello, Hippocrates.
Lawsman Hippocrates.
Loresman. Shit, that's my new title.
That is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Oh, wait, hang on. A heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canver, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valisthea's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Boy, Gav! This ship is definitely gonna fly, right? It better fly. Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Mithril is material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there's a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell, its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril, once made, is eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's work. So did that count as, like, updating you on stuff, or... Oh, I should also talk to him.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Yay!
What subject shall we consider today?
Cid the Outlaw, leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's Head in 873. With this single act of infamy, Cid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valisthea and beyond. A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker of Ninetales, of which she herself is fond, was gifted to her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. I relate to her! The Hideaway, established under the leadership of Clive Rosfeld, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing and Titan's destruction of the old Hideaway. Here, a community of like-minded individuals from across the realm have gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms. Like its predecessor, it is built within fallen ruins deep within the deadlands of the Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, is located in the center of a lake, Benumir, across waters whose any invading enemy can be easily spotted long before their arrival. Defensible position. Easy to see, but defensible. See, the fall of the Hideaway. An assault by Hugo Kupka, dominant of Titan and his private guard, on the first hideaway of Cid the Outlaw in the year 873. The safe haven established amongst forgotten ruins long consumed by the Blight was entirely destroyed, and many of Cid's collaborators and the bearers they had freed from servitude were slain. Yeah. Speaking of which... Yeah, no, nothing new there.
You are always welcome, Clive. My knowledge is yours. Look around you.
While it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still,
there is as much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor.
Oh, wait.
Look around you.
No, not the one.
Still, why?
That one.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, a hope. Hope that we might never again have found had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here?
Chebenumir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's kirtle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in their children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And if that happiness lost, may be found again.
Aww.
If you need a book to help you sleep, might I recommend On the Mating Rituals of Mortals?
Yo, jeez. That sounds a little too exciting to be sleepy.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Resident Fisker of Clive's hideaway and trusted ally of the cause. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. After Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Sid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and the new recruits, he continues Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of the Mother Crystals.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new sheet.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Yep, but what if there's something out here, huh? Yeah, see? There's something out here. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages always arriving, so make it a point to check at the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Hey, he's not... Oh, he hasn't got an eye patch, but he's got the cool, like, one eye closed Zorro thing. The Republican army marches on the Empire twin side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Speaking of which, what happened to him, actually? Where is he?
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
No, I think he knows where it is. I think he knows exactly where it is.
Ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Little clunky on the exposition there.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Okay, he's still alive. That's good. Nice new outfit, too.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
I don't know. You could come help. Like, let me give you a hand or something. Tell me what the fuck is going on, since you seem to know. Anyway, he's looking good. Good for him. He's not been corrupted, I guess, which is cool.
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies. I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Have you kissed her yet, by the way, Clive? Have you fucking kissed her yet? Have you kissed her yet?
Martha, leave the rest.
She wants to kiss you very badly. Just in case you didn't know. In case you hadn't picked up on that. In case those vibes had somehow bounced off your dumbass himbo head.
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
So we haven't been to everywhere yet. Tarja will... Ooh, side quest. Tarja will be there. Bunks. Atrium, Haven. Backyard, rear stacks. And my rear stack too.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her. And how may I assist you today?
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where one has only to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least
it was. Until Sambrek elected to invade and establish new holy capital upon twin sites heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Empress Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canva, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. Not that I imagined my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. It's true.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate our way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And, of course, pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
Allow me to educate you.
So, by speaking with Vivian in the height of his map room, you can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on, blah blah, and revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons to take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's... Oh, good lord, okay.
I have the details here.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Good grief. Over time, too. Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwyn and mother to Clive and Joshua, it was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier, the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. It was Annabella's treachery that led to the disaster at Phoenix Gate. The former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, it was she betrayed her husband, blah 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 blah. Now she rules over Rosaria as a vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwyn's day. Wow, if only we could tell that she was evil from the start or something.
Bloody hell. Mysterious being. An otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Which is definitely going to turn out great. For everyone. Hey, Benedicta. Oh my god, there's so many. Holy shit. It's many. It's a lot. It's a whole bunch. Okay.
Study it well, Clive.
So basically, this is like the... Fucking hell. Okay.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I mean, the information is there. If someone's... Oh my god, if someone's ready to go sifting through it.
Here, some curial root tea for the pain.
Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest, make sure you keep your wits sharp and your steel sharper. Rosaria's not so kind to travelers these days. If you're bound for the rest.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man. No one works longer or
Okay. Are you like his wife or something?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Well then hurry up and finish them. We need 3 for curling geese.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Yes, ma'am. Plants and flowers.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Go on, eat up. You won't grow fat pecking at hay.
Oh.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
Uh-huh.
Sid, what's the special occasion? You're welcome to.
Flirty. Old farmer Otto keeps both chocobos and antelopes. After 5 of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke up the next morning to discover a leg eater had found its way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of his antelopes. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied when he counted 13. Question: how many chocobos were in the barn? You can do that one in chat if you want. Oh, hey. Is that Clive? Oh, yeah, it is. Eh. Cute.
stuff weren't, and their contents will see
This
us
plank
through
will
the
have to be
season.
replaced.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you. I can't keep him, can I? Can't I?
Yes, you can. And you can keep him, and he'll be your friend, and you'll be nice to him forever. Aw. Also, that is not a boy. Trust me, when a rat is a boy, you can tell by looking.
Sack of love.
That they bloomed at all is a blessing in itself.
To the gardens.
It's not the ether. It's the water.
It won't be long now, Martel. Try your apple soon enough.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
Mid? Nigel?
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
The Foundations of Aletheian Botany, Morbol Tendrils. After excising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 days to turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar and add to warm curl milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting, as the host may grow disquieted. Who the hell is Mid? Okay, where's the orchestrion?
No, perhaps I should just have
Have we any more?
Yes, can I please have just... There we go. Whew. That's better. Right, there's a side quest. Let's do that one. A little glitchy on the reflections there.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Unless, of course, someone finds you some pitch.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed,
live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
The quest is called Cock and Ball. Jesus Christ. Cock and ball, honestly.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. This one.
There we go.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this.
Let's just go finish that up, shall we? So we won't be tortured by that cock and ball quest anymore. Cock and ball, honestly. There's something almost charmingly immature about that.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Oh, it's called the Argo, is it?
So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Well, if we were to... like, the longer you repair it, like, the more new pieces you put on there, like, at some point, maybe it's not even the same boat anymore. Let me know if you got that joke. And it's probably also a pretty decent note to end an episode on. This one can be a little shorter than the two previous ones. We have reached a new state in the game. A very new state in the game. Indeed. And I am curious to see how the game's going to develop from here, because things certainly seem to have taken a turn. And if you enjoyed hanging out with me in the world of Final Fantasy XVI, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below, because that will get you access to the next episode once it comes out. You also don't have to subscribe to get access. It'll be up publicly. But if you do become a member of the channel, you'll get early access to episodes before they go up for everyone else. So you get that. You can also become a subscriber on Twitch, where I record these things live, and that'll give you access to the VODs of the recording streams, including all the stuff that happens in between recordings, where I usually just go off on a rant and talk for ages. So if you want that, subscribing on Twitch is the way to get it. Outside of that, though, thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are worse off than yourselves, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.